I grew up in Aurora. I've lived in LA for the last 25 years though. But every time I come back to visit, I'd always come back down to LaSalle Street. There's just something about this street that just makes me feel good. It's the old historic facades and the buildings. The only problem was, it's dead. There's nothing going on here. Then one day I was in a coffee shop and I was working on my laptop and this guy comes up to me and says I'm in his chair. And I knew he was kidding around, but we struck up a conversation. He tells me he's Jimmy Allen and he's got a media company on LaSalle Street. And I said, LaSalle Street, where? There's nothing there. He said, yeah. So he gave me the address. I came up, walked up the stairs. There's nothing going on. I walk in this room, there's like 8 people. They're all on computers, with their headphones on, doing work. And then I talked to Jim and he says, yeah, I'm rehabbing this building down the block. And I'm going, wow, that's cool. I had no idea. Then he showed me the place. So he's been working on it for a long time. It's Sunday afternoon. We're gonna go see what he's been up to.
Oh, hey Tim.
Jimmy. What's up, man?
It's good to see you.
You too, man.
Yeah.
What are you working on?
It's Sunday, nobody's here, so I'm just trying to get things done, a little few details.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's new.
Yeah, the stairs are epic. You know, I'd love to show you some other things, but we could go upstairs and I'll show you how that's hanging.
Yeah, I want to see.
The beam.
There's no posts.
Nope.
It's just hung off that steel, huh?
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, the structural engineer and the designer did an awesome job.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this will be open for reception. There'll be a set of doors here, and you'll enter the staircase and go up the first set of stringers up like that. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I hope it'll stay. Well, it's steel, so it'll probably look just like that forever. And that's kind of the segue, you know. Everything here is that way. I don't want somebody 200 years from now to look at the way that we did this and criticize a shortcut or a, hey, why didn't you think of that? Or
Yeah.
So in restoring this, it's really been about like, you know, it's a statement. It's an art piece, if you will. There's a couple other things. All the hangers that are next to the fire suppression system were left. I was told they'd be cut out as the guy went along, but of course he didn't do that.
What are you going to use those for?
Well, I got to take them down.
Oh,
so I got to
okay.
get up there and
I thought you were going to have some cool thing that you're going to hang from there.
No, there's no reason to have them there. I mean, you know, technically I could. I guess you could string lights through them.
Yeah.
That might be something. Maybe I'll just leave them. That's a great idea.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, seriously.
I'll send you a bill for that.
Yeah. But I don't know if, I'm not sure how much of that I would do here on the 3rd floor for sure, because there'll be weddings up there and other events.
So you have the wedding spaces on the 3rd floor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to go up there and look at it?
Sure.
Cool.
You get a very warm feeling with all this decking up there, you know. Has that all been stained?
No, actually, when we redid the roof, we tore the entire roof structure off and then added all new Doug fir 2x6s.
That's what I'm smelling.
Yeah, it smells
really
good up
in
here.
Yeah.
And it does. It has a warmth that I thought for a long time it'd have to be coated or treated in some way, but I think it looks great just the way it is.
No, I love it.
Yeah.
What do you got to do to these trestles trestles, am I saying
Yeah,
that right?
well, trusses.
Oh, well, you could
Trusses.
correct me. I'm not going to be
That's
offended.
all right. That's all right. Well, these were sandblasted too, so they're just, right now, they're raw steel. And because the moisture level in here isn't crazy, they've only patinaed a little bit, but we're going to put a product called Penetrol on there, paint it. And I started a few of them up in the front, and it's an oil product, and you just brush it on, and it seals the steel. So it's linseed oil polyurethane mixture.
That's a lot of work.
It just takes time.
Yeah.
So Tim, this is where the Penetrol, you see the difference, the darker shading than the raw steel there. But you know, I've only gotten this back section. That, you know, that can take, you know, a couple hours just to get that. We've got the rest of it, and then a few more that we need to knock out. But
what does it say on the beam?
It's a signature of the steel company that either erected it or, well, they erected it and installed it. It says, from A. Bolters and Sons, Chicago. And it's just you know, they sign their work.
But that would be the manufacturer?
It would be the installer, probably.
Installer.
Yeah. So the steel, they wouldn't have been the fabricator of the steel necessarily. They would have been the ones that probably put the structure together, the truss together, riveted it, and then set it in place. And all this entire structure is basically plate and angle steel, 1/4 inch plate and angle, all put together in a way that it creates all that structure to it. I mean, these things are stout.
Yeah, no doubt.
Very interesting.
So what am I standing on here? What's supporting this?
Well, this is a big frame, a C-channel frame that is been set as a deck. This will be a landing deck at the top of the stairs. There'll be a concrete pour inside of here, about 3 or 4 inches of concrete, and then each tread of the stairs, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 decks. All of it will be poured in concrete, so it'll be nice and solid. There won't be loud.
Deep down, you're an artist. I mean, that's what gets you, that's what you psychs you up, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, I would say that, but that might even be more than it is. I think the thing is when I work here, I realize how much I value the fact that I can open the door, I have a key to the building, and that I can work on this and it won't go away, you know?
Right. Yeah.
If I honor it, you know, and Lord willing, it'll be a building that I can work on for, you know, as long as I can, possibly.
Never-ending project.
Yeah, and I like building things. I'm really looking forward to the finish carpentry. I love finish carpentry. I like trimming things out, doing all the detail.
So you're going to be in here with your tool belt when the time's to finishes.
I mean, I haven't told the staff this, but what I'm really hoping is that I can actually become the building maintenance man.
So what happened here?
Well, I looked at this the other day, and back here it's not missing, so there's about a 4 6-inch piece that needs to be sleeved in there. This is tongue and groove Doug fir that was the subfloor. These are, you know.
Oh, because this is the old stuff.
Well, this is the subfloor, and this is the actual maple hardwood on top of it. But this wood was installed in 1907, and the tree would have had to have been, you know, close to 100 years old when they cut it down, the size of these beams and trusses that we have, or beam structures. So this wood is 200 years old, which is amazing. But, you know, that's one of the little fastidious things for me is I hate throwing this stuff out. If I could save everything in here, and the reason is this needs to be sleeved in here just for the very reason that it's sticking out there.
So this floor was continuous. When you put the hole for the staircase, you cut this hole.
We cut
So all this wood you saved?
I saved as much as I could.
Ah.
Yeah. When the carpenters are doing it, they want to get through the work, they want to get home. So they're not thinking, let's save everything that we can, but they did, one of the carpenters, Chris, saved me a couple huge pieces that we'll make tables out of.
Oh, really?
I'll show them to you when we get downstairs.
Oh, cool.
So this is the decking that was cut out for the new staircase.
Right.
You can see on the back side here, it's got the flooring, the maple flooring, with this Doug fir.
So which is the tabletop side?
I think I'm liking this.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think we'll do this side. You know, obviously we'll rip it straight on all 4 sides, trim it out, and then put a piece of glass on there, and it'll look amazing.
Yeah, that's nice grain, huh?
Isn't it? Yeah.
This is Doug fir, you said.
This is all Doug fir.
It's got kind of a red tint.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. And it's probably one of my favorite woods.
You leave the nails in, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. You just cut little holes in the glass and set it right over the nails.
You could put little cocktail shrimp on there.
You know what? Probably what we'll do though is I might bend them or snip them. I'll probably bend them because they'll break lower, and that way they'll stay in there. You'll kind of see them under the glass. So anyway, we've got some bigger pieces here, and this is what's really cool because these are what you got. It starts here, so I've got the beams here. These are what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's about, probably get 7 footers out of here. So we've got a 7 foot by maybe 4 foot piece. 7 foot by 40 inch table.
Now this is some pretty labor intensive flooring, right? Back in the day?
Yeah, I mean it's funny, you can get this same maple, the same sizes today. You can go to Lumber Liquidators and buy this same maple in 3/4 by, I think it's 3/4 by 2 1/4 inches.
Yeah. Remember that, Lumber Liquidators, right? Free ads.